And you got them all racing with you? That's really cool. That's very cool.
I didn't have boys, but I can make them a little bit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they liked it, you know, they seen me when I first did it, so it was kind of, the oldest one wanted to start, and then it just kind of went down the line, so, you know, they do their own stuff, the oil changes, put them on the truck.
Oh, that's awesome. Yep, moments. Those moments with your kids. That's what life's all about. It's about these moments with our friends, with our customers, with our kids, with our everything. It's about human connection. That's all this is. Don't overthink it. That's all this is. It's about human connection and moments with people. Richard.
Richard Bolton, I'm a regional manager of Triumph Motorcycles. I have a region that extends from Spokane, Washington, to Tucson, Arizona. I've been with the company about 3.5 years. Before that time, I grew up in a Honda motorcycle dealership with a little kid. I sold it in 2007 before the big crash. I got up here. I currently right now try to love wherever I can. So I'm always thankful that we have these in Denver. It allows me to stay home another week. I have no visitor to the car.
It's helpful, isn't it?
It is.
We schedule 4 boot camps a year, and one of them's always in Denver. Always in because I'm here in Denver. Chris.
Chris Baxter, and I work at National Cycle in Kearney, Iowa. I do a lot of internet stuff, computer stuff, based forums, build websites. My main focus really has been vintage cars and anything British that's 1930s to 80s. It's really business kind of opportunity to get modern stuff.
So when you say you do the internet, are you building the infrastructure, or are you actually communicating with customers via the internet?
Create the means for them to communicate with people that need to, like the parts manager, sales manager.
Okay. So 2 things. Number 1, is it harder to get to know a customer through the internet, through email? Yes. Is it still important?
Yeah.
Critical, even more so. Is it harder to get to know a customer over the phone than face to face? Yeah. Is it still necessary? Critical, even more so. Please understand that. What happens when the phone rings is we go into education mode. Oh, hello, Sam, sales department. Oh yeah, I've got one of those. I got a blue one. Yeah, I got one. When are you coming in? Yeah, it's whatever the price is. Where's the greet? What do you know about that customer? Hang the phone up and tell me what you know about the customer. And the answer is nothing. Why did they want that bike? No idea. Why would they ever come to buy from you? You just made it all about a price tag. The only reason now to come buy from you is if your price is cheaper than the other guy. You caused the price shopper. We cause more price shoppers in our industries than price shoppers actually exist. We do it. And you got to change the subject. I'll show you what happens in the brain that caused that person to fixate on price. You think everybody's a price shopper. I suggest you 9 times out of 10, you caused them to become a price shopper. And that's a really hard pill for a lot of people to swallow. They're like, well, I didn't cause that guy to ask for a price. Yeah, you did. Because you didn't ask me about my dog, therefore you made the entire conversation about a product and a price. You're causing. He's awesome. Yeah, it's just amazing to me that we think we're salespeople and you know nothing about the person you're talking to just because you know product knowledge. That doesn't make you a salesperson, it makes you a clerk. That's why I asked you about the internet. The other piece to it was, when you're talking about old British parts, that's your thing, there's a story there. Anybody building up an old BSA or something, there's a story there, man. People want to tell stories. Forget selling the part, are you soliciting the story, and then on the back side of it saying, you know what, I did find that part for you, right? Because you're causing emotion. Humans are emotional creatures. We seek out movies that make us feel, people that make us feel, food that makes us feel, drugs that make us feel. We are emotional creatures, and we will do that right in the face of all logic. We will take the emotional route right when all the logic says, don't do this, don't do this, don't do it. I'm doing it. Well, it felt good. Should have gone home from the bar. Felt good, another round, all my friends. Should have had the salad, not the cheeseburger. Have you had a cheeseburger? Felt good. That's what we do. That's what we do. We just got to understand that about people. Emily. Emily?
Yeah.
Right.
Emily Nelson. I work as the National Advertising and Marketing Coordinator for headquarters. Fairly new job for me. Was very, very fortunate to find a position with an amazing company and something that I've been passionate about for many, many years. And yeah, that's pretty much, Just a lot of your point of contact to run the dealership, anything marketing related, anything that goes up in your stores is probably gone through me first. So yeah.
You got a guy there who works with you. He was at my Chicago boot camp. Lee. So Lee got up and he gave a presentation, and he had me spinning on his presentation, right?
Don't expect one of those.
No, I'm not. But here's what I want to, and you can give me the names because I don't know the names as he put it. But here's the deal: when you go online, and you guys use all kinds of algorithms to determine the level of interest of a Triumph customer, right? Because here's what I know. From Triumph's perspective, you guys don't follow up on the leads they give you. Now, you're going to tell me I never got the leads and there's some miscommunication and all that. Let's look past that. Let's assume the leads are coming your way, okay? And then the response is always, well, that guy wasn't really a lead. So then Triumph as an OEM is left thinking, well, is it our responsibility to determine the quality of the lead, or is it our responsibility to give it to the dealer? Well, if the dealer's complaining about the quality of the lead, then let's take some of the onus away from the dealer and say, let's get them to a point where they're a hot lead, and then we'll push it to the dealer, and then we'll see how many times they follow up. You follow the logic? Right? So you guys have 3 levels of criteria that you get somebody to, and I don't remember what he said, so I've been calling it Power 1, Power 2, Power 3. Is that okay? So Power 1, Power 2, Power 3, right? These are internet leads. So maybe Power 3 is the dude came in onto the site and he just logged onto the site, okay? Maybe Power 2 is that he logged onto the site and he started scrolling through all the adventure bikes, really got excited about adventure bikes. And again, they're using the algorithms to determine the level of interest. And maybe Power 1 is that I built the bike online, okay? That's a hot lead. That's a lead that should go to the dealer. So Triumph is grooming P3 to become a P2, and they're grooming P2s to become P1s. The point they're P1s, they push to the dealer. You follow? This right here, this would be in the store. Once I get them in the store, right? So this is online. And this would be store visit number 1, okay? I put that in red because do you know, Emily, what your statistic is for how many leads are followed up with? Leads pushed to the dealers that are followed up with. Because Lee told me last time, and it's in line with what every OEM's always told me, 25 to 30%. A very small amount of leads are followed up with. Now again, we can have the argument about did you get it, did they get pushed to the frontline staff? But at the end of the day, if I'm the manufacturer and I'm grooming all these leads and I'm spending all this money to get a lead to here and then I'm turning it to the dealer, this crossing of the chasm, if you will, look how much opportunity there is in this when we're only following up with 30% of the leads. Consider that with what we talked about with how quickly people pull the trigger once they're at a dealership within 1 week. And think about how many people we lose right here. Okay? Now, comes in the store. Then what happens when he leaves my store? What's supposed to happen when the guy leaves my store? I get their info. I put them on the traffic log, okay? Traffic log. I want to put them on a log. Your CRM, your traffic log, customer relationship management tool, VSEPT, eLeads, Victory Solutions, Traffic Log Pro. I don't care which one you put them into. At some point, we got to put them on the log so we can cause them to come back in the store. You guys are going to go home with a composite tonight, which, by the way, Richard, can you send Jeremy an email and say, can you just give me the most recent group average for either T1 or T2, right? Just the 2-page group average, because I'm going to send you home with a composite. That's the tool we use to track what's going on in the industry. So we'll take one of our group's averages and send you home with that piece of paper tonight so that you can get some eyes on it and see how we quantify and track what we do. To get onto the traffic log, that means I got your customer information and I put it into the traffic log. And what you'll see tonight, and the last time I ran the number, how many people walking into my store should go on the traffic log? All of them, right? All of them. Do you know what the statistic is across the country on an average of how many actually make it to the log? I love that you say 50. I'd love it if it were 50. I'd be doing backflips if it were 50. I'd be excited if it were 10. Statistically speaking, for years we ran at 7%. The last time I ran the numbers, which was about a month ago, around the country, we're at 8.5%.
We're improving.
Tallest midget in the room. Congrats. 8.5%. Now, am I the only one that just offended by that number? Think about the work to get a person to walk in your door, and we can only put 8.5% of them on the traffic log? Call it 9%, right? And then somebody in the room is going to say, well, my door swing counter counts people going both directions. So that really, it's not 9%, it was 18. To which I say, yeah, congratulations, you're killing it at 18. It's still horrible, even at 18, right? You get to 70, 80%, we can have an intelligent conversation about why I, the owner, should spend more money in marketing and advertising. When you're playing in the 9 to 20%, why in God's name would I put one more penny into marketing just so